Yeah, that wouldn't be my story. I was I was just telling a friend that I'm usually really productive on my downtime, but I can honestly say this last 2 days I was like very non-productive, which I'm kind of kicking myself because I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have been doing that. Because now all of a sudden it's Sunday and I kicked into the mode of like, oh my God, I could be, and I'm like kicking myself because I really didn't do some of the things that I could have used this time to do, which I started the weekend saying I was going to do. But you know what? I'm not going to kick myself because I obviously needed the rest.
There you go. That's what I was gonna say, Jamisa. You listen to your body. You needed it.
Exactly.
So yeah. So yeah, I've been just busy this weekend getting things done. Um Not so much professionally, but just personally stuff that I need to get done. And so I would say it's productive. And then this popped up, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to join Randy this
Excellent.
evening while I am doing some
Excellent.
things around the house.
Okay, now I can tell you that we do have some success here on YouTube, so it's doing its thing. And like I say, I like to get started early, but I notice people kind of float in if they're having any kind of difficulty getting in, and I know how that feels. So I sent a couple of emails, but okay, I see some more people coming in, and I want to get some introductions at least so we can get the lay of the room, if you will. All right, and just making sure. Okay, Aubrey's in now. Okay, were you able to get in, Aubrey? Okay.
Back on mute.
Oh, she's on mute right now. Okay. All right, let me get some more people in here, y'all. And then we will get the jamming. All right, looks like people are coming in. Some people may be, again, coming in. Or there's Latasha now. So I think they were able to get in. Aubrey, were you able to get in? Okay, then. Okay, here we go.
Yep, good. Thank you.
Okay, did you get in through the link that I sent on Gmail, or it didn't work that well on Facebook? Is that what was going on?
Yeah, the link that you literally just sent was the one that worked for me.
Okay. Okay. Good, good, good. All right. So here we got Tasha. And like I say, you all can choose to not be on screen. I'm not going to require that, right? I know you're all handsome and good looking people,
Handsome.
but
All us ladies are handsome.
because I know there's a guy in here with
Oh, sorry.
handsome and good looking people, but that's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. All right. I'll tell you this. This is something that happened the other day, actually. I was doing another webinar and they said it was really, really good. And they says, will you please not show our business and therefore, their name and face because we want to get a competitive advantage. So I literally pixelated everybody out because I'll probably be repackaging it and putting it out on an automated webinar. But I literally pixelated everybody out and then just put a little note that says for competitive business reasons, because it was really good information and it was fresh and it was new, and they wanted to be able to leverage it and take advantage of it in the marketplace. Does that make sense? So I hope, because you all are not having your face on there, you want to ask me to pixelate you out. All right, good, good. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to make sure that I'm in the right room, first of all. And I mean being in the right room. Does everyone in here, with show of hands, everyone in here want to make more money in their business? Okay, I see some hands raised up. All right, Latasha, I need to see that hand go up, Latasha. You want to okay, all right. Make more money in their business. Okay, so we're going to be talking about some of these opportunities, these ways, these digital ways. I'm going to use some AI. I got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to show you. Now, again, I need somebody to do me a favor. And if I start over giving, right, because this is free. If I just start over giving, somebody raise their hand and says, okay, you're giving too much. That was too valuable. Will you please slow down? Will you please stop giving us all this good stuff? Anybody willing to do that?
No.
Good.
Sure.
No hand should go up. I mean, because that's just my thing, right? I just love being able to grab this information. I'm literally a sponge, literally all day. And then usually by night, I'm giving. So I decided to come on and do some of these lives so that I can just give some stuff away. Like I told Barb, that nobody's going to overhelp me or out help me. I'm going to help, and help. All right. But y'all know when you got enough. Fair? Okay, so who else just came in? Can we talk about what business that you're in for people that have already been in for a couple of minutes? Latasha, Aubrey, can you come in and let us know, or even put it in the chat if you want, what business you have?
I'm the owner of Williams World Commercial Cleaning Services.
Awesome. And you do a very good job. I appreciate the work that you do. All right.
Thank you.
And anybody else?
So my business is Toscana Dream. It's a travel blog centered on Tuscany. My main focus is spiritual virtual retreats.
All right, excellent. All right, so I want to show you guys something that I think you'll really like. What in this presentation, what I'm going to be showing you is how we're able to integrate some old school and new school marketing tactics. All right. Now, this is going to be highly experiential, as I like to say. Right. I'm going to ask a lot of questions because if I get to going, it's like a snowball going downhill, y'all. I'm going to just gather and it's going to be a big old mess. All right. So y'all slow me down, raise your hand. If you got any questions, I'll be more than happy to slow down and go as paced as I need to. Is that fair enough? All right, let me look in the chat here. All right, what do we got? Okay, got Barb. Okay, good. I'll try to keep up with this. Somebody, if you see someone that has put a message in chat, just let me know if you would. Just come off of mute and do that for me. So we're going to get into it. I want to show you something very specific. Let me share my screen real quick. Now, when we get into talking about digital marketing, and we start talking about old school and new school, we're going to go through a whole bunch of those, right? But one of the very first things in this particular case, and there might be even a little cash app money involved in this. When you think about presentation, the very first thing that people see, let's say they come onto a landing page or a website, right? What's the very first thing that you see up here that represents my business?
Your logo.
Now, who said that?
Amy and Latasha.
Who was that? Amy and Latasha?
Yes.
Okay, so so y'all be sure to send me your Cash App. There's $25 into that, because when we start thinking about credibility indicators, when people come onto your site, it's like the first conversation that they're having with you online. They don't know you yet, right? So oftentimes they start looking for things that are credibility indicators. Now, what's the second thing? This ain't for no money, but what's the second thing you see that begins that know, like, and trust factor?
Your contact information?
Contact information. That's exactly right. Sometimes now, if you notice this, that's not a 1-800 number. And I tell people oftentimes, listen, even if you get one of those little Mint mobile phones or something like that, that has it's, just a random number that people feel like they can get in touch with you right away, it goes extremely far in them saying, okay, who is this person? What do they want? Can I know? Can I trust them? And how do I know? Right? So we start looking at these two things, and that becomes pieces of the digital marketing puzzle, right? When we say, okay, this digital marketing is a landing page. First thing I see is digital tools to use to make money online, right? That's one of the websites that I have. And then the second thing is they can call me, right? And like, again, when people are coming in cold, oftentimes they don't know you. They don't know if they can trust you, and they sure don't like you yet. So we start doing these kinds of things that says, hey, listen, I'm available to you. Any questions on that? Now I'm gonna go slow because I can get going and it just gets out of hand sometimes. Okay, I see somebody in the chat. Let me check this out in the chat real quick. I love that. Somebody said, why is the font that particular size? It's just what I chose for this presentation. That's all. I can go here. I'm going to show you, this is one of the tools that I have. I can go in here and kind of ask and find out what font of anything on here. This is a pop-ins. I use pop-ins as a font. All right. I use a 21-point font. And just for this particular reason. Now, oftentimes, because I know a lot of people use their phones, I would probably go bigger, right? I would probably still stick with Poppins because it's a very clean font family, but I would go a little bit bigger. That's a good question. I love that question. All right, next thing, digital marketing. So when we think about digital marketing, it is, as I look at it, as a house, okay? Digital marketing itself. And then we've got rooms within the digital marketing space. We got email marketing, we got social media marketing. But how many of everyone here, how many of you thought that digital marketing just means social media? Is anybody willing to admit that? No hand goes up. Latasha, okay. All right, that's fair. So what we know about digital marketing, think about it now again as the house. And we've got particular rooms. So it's going to be everything you see on here. In this particular case, we're using a landing page to start talking to people to get them to know, like, and trust us. Now, I'm using this as a PowerPoint because I don't use PowerPoint. I use a tool like this, and I'll show you why here in a second. So if you're doing things like this, presenting your business, then you can use specific tools that aren't boring, in my opinion, like Keynote and PowerPoint, right? So let's look at this. Number one, logo as the identifier. That's a know, like, and trust you factor, number one. A good friend of mine, Chris Mathis, he likes to talk about when you meet somebody, you don't just walk up and says, oh my gosh, you're beautiful. Let's get married. Because if you do that, what are you going to get landed in? You're going to get landed in Creasville, right? So we talk about these times where you're asking for the date. And he speaks about this very eloquently. You date, you date, you date, right? So these become the, hey, this is who I am, indicators, right? Logo as an indicator, number one, that begins the trust, know, like, and trust you factors. On this one, now again, this is on page. If you're talking to people, that becomes a different situation. I've got an example that's going to be coming up that I want to show you that has probably, for me, a 95% close rate, probably higher. And I'm going to tell you why here in a second. But we got this first, logo as identifier, number as a trust builder. And then typically my headline is up here, and I'm going to show you this headline here in a second, but headline and image as interest and attention. Right? Have you heard that before? Interest, get the ADA, right? Everybody heard that? Interest, attention, interest, desire, and then getting them to engage with you to do what you want them to do. So typically what I'll do here is have a headline that lets people know they're in the right spot. Does that make sense? Let them know this is for you. If it's not, keep it moving. So if you're putting something like this as a part of your digital marketing strategy, if you're doing something like this and you're saying, here's my headline, your headline should do a couple of things. It should attract and it should repel. In other words, if it's not for them, they're not your customer, they read the headline, they keep it moving. Or they say it's, hey, AI, digital marketing, that's my spot. Now, the next thing is, okay, can I do something visually that keeps them engaged? So you got the headline, so they then know, hey, I'm in the right spot. This is my jam. They look at the picture, and what that gives us an opportunity to do when we have a picture is to agitate the problem. So a person comes there and they got a problem. They found you from whatever way. They found you with ads, so they found you on a medium, or they found you through an email. They come on page, they see the headline right here. Headline and image as interest and attention getter, but also as a repeller, letting people know I'm for you. That this is for you. So in this particular case, what I did was said coming soon, because I did this presentation for some out of town folks, and I sent it out early. I sent just this headline early and said, this is what's coming. And then when I came on, I changed that from soon to today. But it's these little things that gets people attention because they see something crossed out. I think people says, oh, it must be triple, it must be a little Cat Williams fight or something. No, but they see something crossed out and then they go, okay, that's got my attention, just visually, real quick. Another thing is I took today and I italicized it. It's something about things not being too symmetrical that gets people attention. Just little things, different colors. So these become the things that we're doing to attract the attention, to keep it here on page. Because again, people don't know us. They don't know if they like us. They don't trust us yet. We don't know yet, right? We are pulling them in with every single stanza on our page. Next thing is I did this picture here or this image in ChatGPT, right? Now, I know it's a little busy. It's not one that I would normally do, but I asked ChatGPT, and we're going to be doing a couple of live examples on that. I said, ChatGPT, create me a digital marketing image, and then I'll show you how I prompt it. And I wanted enough just so that it would indicate here that something's going on specific to what I'm talking about. I said AI marketing, AI digital marketing. So we got moving parts. It looks a little, spacey. So that right there starts the image with headline. Will they go to the next stage? Any questions on that? Let me see. Before we move on, any questions? Just throw it in the chat. Let me see what we got. Okay, Aubrey says nope, she's got it. All right. I see a clap in there. Thank you very much. She's just doing it because we went to the same high school. We all love each other. But okay, so here's what we're looking at. So next one. So we got headline and image as interest and attention getter. Next one is video as relationship deepener. Now imagine again, as a part of your digital marketing strategy, you're going to be using these type of tactics. This in this case is a landing page, or whether you want to use just a page on a website, if you have that. They're going to be little salespeople out there for you because they're going to be the first thing that people see. So very quickly, they're going to decide. So what we're going to do to deepen the relationship, if we can get them to the next level, if they look at the headline itself, they see the picture, and oftentimes what I'll have in a picture is an agitation. Let's say you have a fur baby, and the fur baby, gets a little excited and is chewing up stuff. I may have a fur baby and it's got stuff all over the place, maybe a little poop on the floor. And then I'll show a frustrated homeowner or whatever, and they're like, oh my gosh, that is the agitation of the problem. And then in the headline, I'll say something like, is your fur baby not acting its age or whatever? Here's how we help. So agitation with the picture, or in this particular case, I'm looking at AI digital marketing. That symmetry is consistent with what I'm going to be talking about, right? I love, though, the trouble pictures, the agitation, the poop on the floor if it's a dog lover stuff, right? Because what I'm going to be presenting them to is how to get past that. Those work really, really well. All right, now let me show you something. I almost didn't want to give this secret away, but I told you I'd be bringing the heat. But creating a video deepens the relationship like no other, right? Short of being there and talking to people live, right? You can also show the pain, problem, and or opportunity. And then connect it with this is a place where they can book a call with you, that they can book a Zoom with you, that you can get on the phone with them, whatever it is. And this is how it looks. Now, in this particular case, I repurposed the marketing video. But here's what I typically do, y'all. And I'm going to unplug this here so y'all can hear. What I'll typically do is in the video itself, I'll talk about the problem. If I've done my market research well enough, then I know who I'm talking to, and I'll know the problem that may be existing. So then I'll get on and says, hey, listen, I went into your website. So I do a lot of SEO work, search engine optimization for people that have websites and stuff. So I'll go in and I'll look at the website and I'll bring up my tools and I says, I noticed that you might be missing out on some opportunity here. Now, I'm not trying to offend people, right? Because people a lot of times do their own websites. And if you get on and says, hey, your website sucks, well, you're not going to get that business. You've just offended people. But oftentimes what I'll do is I'll talk and show the problem. If you've ever had people on LinkedIn or whatever trying to get your business and they did nothing, they just says, hey, look, I'm in this space. Would you like help? You go, no. But if they showed you something that you do know, and it says, I noticed there's a gap here. Is there something that we can do together that can help fix it? This is my expertise, et cetera, et cetera. With a raise of hands, would that make a difference? Somebody just sending you a cold message. Hey, we are in this space. Or somebody showing you a problem that is on your stuff and then saying, I think I can help. A show of hands. I see a thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right. All right. Good. Good. That is the intimacy that is gained by a video. Now, what happens next? And this is all stuff that you can put on your site. Now, a lot of y'all already know this, right? Or you got programs that do this. But if you didn't know this, and when I was talking with the folks over here in this other state, a lot of them didn't know this. They said, hey, how'd you get the Calendly on there? Right? It's just a little bit of code. I'll show anybody who wants to figure out how to do that, just send me a DM me or whatever. Send me an email and I'll show you how to do it. But I'm going to show you this. I'm going to go ahead and play this video. See if y'all can hear this all right.
Hey guys, Randy from RandyOtterbridge.com. And I want to thank you for coming over to this course. Now, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you
Everybody hear that?
replay of a workshop that I did for a whole bunch of 18 and 21-year-olds. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to implement these ideas. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not easy, but the point is that if you put in the time and you put in the energy and you apply some of the tools I'm going to be talking about, you too can get online and start earning your money online, right?
All right. So this was a while ago. This is actually pre-pandemic. And I know I was in my living room because my son had moved back home with us. Anybody had that problem? I mean, that pleasure? It moved back home and took my office space. And so now I'm in the living room doing my thing, right? So anyway, just me. Okay. Nobody else's people move back home. Okay, never mind. But anyway, so and what I was talking about, everyone, is I had done this workshop for some college students. And what I was trying to or teaching them to do is use everything that they're doing in class to start creating an opportunity to earn while they're in college, right? So I just repurposed it and then put it here in this particular training, right? So what happens next, though? Remember, we're talking about deepening the relationship, right? As we think about our digital marketing and how we're getting out there and letting the things that we do be little salespeople for us, or sometimes they're, I like to say they till the ground a little bit, right? Open up, is these become very valuable to us because not everybody wants to, get a call from us, but they'll take this, look at it and decide, right? This video relationship deepener is gold. And for me, it has been, like I say, a 95+% closing rate because I go on there, show the problem. And then I says, hey, this is something that you're interested in. You can very easily book a call. Very easily. And then what'll happen is when they go in here, I send them a Zoom link. We get on, close. But in the meantime, what they've been able to do is understand, they've been able to see the issues, been able to get to that know, like, and trust me. So now they see me, they've heard me, and then they go, is this person for me? Are they talking in a way that I can get behind? This becomes very, very powerful. And it doesn't matter what business you're in, you could utilize these things in spade and at scale. Any cleaning business, and I'm going to show you some examples. I've got room here that I'll be able to go in and we're going to do some live stuff. I'll pull in your business to some of the tools that I use and show you some of the opportunities. right? So now here's on page, as we look at what I'm doing here on page. Now I happen to be using this as my PowerPoint, but what I also do is I can take something like this, repurpose it, send it out to particular people. Let's see what I got chat here. Good. Thanks. Yeah. Barb says, oh, y'all can see that. I like how the call relationship deepens. Yeah, it's a deepener. Because again, they want to hear your voice. Sometimes people get caught up in all kinds of things. They don't like the way you look. They don't like your height. They don't like whatever, right? They're having a bad day at lunch, whatever it is, right? But when we start talking about and agitating the problem, this becomes an opportunity. Or we show them, here's what might be missing, or here's an additive. Now, the rest is up to them, but they get to see it in a different visual way. It's not just words and copy on paper. It is saying, let me talk to you. Let me show you. And I do live demonstrations. I'll pull up their website in certain cases, depending on what I'm presenting as the opportunity, is I'll pull it up and I'll say, look, it's right here. And then they can see it. Now there's some other cool things that happen. I'll show you this in coming up. Then I just put a couple of words in. Now this is the landing page that I'm using now, not even a full website. Now, one thing that I had mentioned to the folks that I was talking to on Tuesday was they was like, oh, I didn't know you could just do a page. I said, yeah, just a page, right? Because sometimes we are testing new markets. We don't know if people are going to know, like, and trust us fast, or if they even want our stuff. So we can use something like this landing page to go out and start tilling the ground, if you will, right? Softening it up. So when we come back and plant the seeds, the birds don't get it. Y'all with me on the metaphors? Okay. I'll use a lot of them. Am I giving too much? Am I going too fast? How are we doing over here? Everybody good? Let me see with a show of hands if I'm doing all right in terms of pacing, that you're good. If I'm going too fast, it says too fast, slow down. All right, cool, great. Because I got some juicy stuff I'm going to be showing you. And if we have an opportunity and I get to some live demonstrations, what I'll do is I'll take your business, I'll plug it in some of my tools and show you what I mean. So just another thing that I like to do that really, really helps is we got the video, right? We got that rocking. We got a chance for them to contact us, but I have not yet asked them for much. Now, you notice I've seen a lot of videos, or I've seen a lot of landing pages that right up here, they're asking for sign up, right? Give me your contact number, pay us now. That's too early. And like my buddy Chris Mathis talks about, he says, look, that's just like meeting somebody the first time and saying, let's get married. And you're going to get in Creepsville that way. So nothing yet. Just see if this is for you. If it is, go to the next part. Then it says, okay, here's now a video that is talking to you. Is this for you? It is. Would you like to? So now what we're doing is, it's not even closing. It's just giving them options, giving them an opportunity to do something right now, but probably they won't. They'll probably want to see more, see what else you got, see how familiar, see if you do something that pisses them off and they bounce. So little things like that, we're continually deepening the relationship. It's brand new. You just met. Let's go to lunch, like my buddy Chris talks about. So I say a little bit here, in the age of AI, staying relevant and ahead of your competition depends on you moving fast. Now, that is an indication that you don't want to miss out, right? So what I'm doing is just using a little bit of copywriting stuff that gets people in a state where they go, oh, I don't want to miss out. I heard about this AI stuff. Am I going to miss out? And I says, hey, you don't want to miss out. Next thing is, long gone are the days of waiting to see what your competitors do. That may have been someone's business. So I'm literally talking right to them. And I'm saying, hey, long gone are those days where you can go, hey, I don't have to be a first mover. I can be a second mover. So sometimes you got to get out there and do it. But I'm visually talking about it. I'm verbally talking about it and writtenly talking about it, right? I verbally said it here. Now I'm saying it again. You now have to beat them to the market to collect your cash. That kind of colloquialism is how we talk. And if you've ever seen a page or a website and you're saying, who are they talking to? I'm not their audience. They're talking above me, all these multisyllabic words, all this kind of stuff. But talk to people like people talk. That helps, especially on page. So then I get into it. This workshop is designed to get you organized to apply the rapid changes so that you can transform your business's bottom line. Now, I want to share something with you. And this is a little bit of copywriting magic, right? But there's in the marketing spaces, there's a lot of talk about all people really want is organization, application, and transformation. So whatever you're talking about, does it help them stay organized, be organized? Does it help them say to themselves, I think I can apply that? Otherwise, they'll reject it. They'll go, oh man, I'm never going to do that. I can't apply. That's not me. So what we have to do with our words and what we have to do with our videos and what we have to do with our images is give them the impression this is for you. So in this case, I'm using words. I'm using a little copy. Apply, transform, business's bottom line, collect cash, little things like that that are words that hits people's brains a certain way, right? Now, again, I'm using a little copy magic because I'm saying this right here is for you. You want to put cash in your pocket? All right, let's do this thing, right? Then I say, grab your spot on the calendar to keep from getting left behind. Now, that's kind of a strong word, but sometimes we're using the kind of words that people don't want to be left behind. They don't want to be last. They don't want to be ashamed. They don't want, somebody coming up and telling them something they should know. So we're using the kind of words that gets them thinking to themselves, I might miss out. So what I would typically do is I'd have a little arrow here, right? But I couldn't get my arrow to line up with this, so I just left it out. But grab your spot on the counter to keep from getting left behind in these fast-moving AI-powered marketplace. I should have put an S there. Is everybody with it? Y'all see what I'm doing here, how I'm walking this down? So I'm going to slow down a little bit, take a little drink of water here, and ask a couple of questions. Is anything that I've said so far, something that you don't see yourself being able to apply? Is anything too hard? Have I asked anybody to become, 7 feet tall when you're 5'5"? Anybody? Let me have you go put something in the chat for me. Have I said anything too hard? Impossible. Undoable. No. Okay, good, good. All right. Get her done. I love it. All right, great. Good. Because the moment I said something that's impossible is the moment you go, all right, I'm checking out, bro. That's the deer caught in the headlight moment. So what I like to present is things that can be applied, even in the languaging. These are things that can be applied. If you don't know how to do it, you find somebody that does and ask them to help. So in this particular case, you can jump on a call or something like that. This is what you're now doing to your potential clients, who's ever out there that might be interested in your opportunities, is you're giving them a shot. You're talking to them. Now, are y'all ready to get into some of the AI tools? Because I couldn't wait for this part first. Y'all ready? Let me see some hands go up. Yes. Yes. All right, good, good, good. Not everybody else? Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna show you anyway. Jamisa says yes. All right. I see some thumbs. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So I want to show you a couple of things. Now, the AI tool. So I'm just going to show you a couple. I use these all the time. I use probably 3 or 4 different AIs. I even have an AI that looks in on my AI, and I'll show you that in a second. So the tactics and tools. Now, in this particular case, for the image itself, remember I showed y'all the image up here? Now, I just put a prompt in and I asked ChatGPT to create an image for me, and it did a decent job. Not always great. Every now and then I have to go over to Canva and pull some of the stuff out. And there's some tactics and tools and tricks that you can do there too. So let's say I didn't like this. I could go over to Canva and ask Canva to pull out segments I don't like and rearrange it. Sometimes ChatGPT and a lot of the other GPTs, they'll spell stuff all wrong, right? They have images up there that you don't know what that is. And sometimes we got to go in and fix it, okay? The next tool I'm going to talk about is Bard. I use Google Bard because it's real time. I can ask Google Bard, hey, who won the game yesterday? And it says, it wasn't Miami. Stuff like that. That is going to be, I think, a tremendous opportunity for you to use these, not just for information, but we're going to show you here in a second or in a minute, how you can ask it specific things related to your industry and it can give you opportunities to deepen what your understanding is, where there's gaps, and I'm going to show that. I can show you better than I can tell you. All right, so we're going to use that. Now, this one right here is a keyword tool that I use to find what things are doing on Google, right? Search is still a big business. The answer engines haven't caught up yet, but search is still a big business. Now, I want to know what people are searching for because that gives us opportunity to get in and add products and services. Now, for businesses that are already existing, then now you get a chance to see, are they searching for this topic related to my business? And I'm going to show this with a live demonstration. We should have a chance to do that a little bit later. We then have an opportunity to get in, use the tool, find some gaps, find some opportunities, create our products around that and services, and then present those. Let me look at the chat here. I got that question before. This is ChatGPT 4. So I use the image generation on ChatGPT 4, and that's the one I pay $20 a month for, right? The best $20, let me say that differently. I shook my head. The best $20 I have spent in a long time, and I've eaten a lot of dinners and all that kind of stuff. The best $20 a month that I spend every single month, right? I didn't realize ChatGPT can do that. Yeah, I'll show that. I'll demonstrate it here in a minute. And then this one right here is Eureka. Now, Eureka is, I do a lot of research on what's already selling. And I'll show these. I got them all up here, so I'll be able to show them here in a second. I do a lot of research on what's already selling because it'll give me a chance to see how much they're selling, what they're selling for. So when I go out there and price a particular product, then I won't be way out of the lowest range unless I'm bringing some real good stuff. But it also gives me a chance to see how they're presenting their course. What's their outline? So it's research in a different way. It's not just guessing anymore. It's like this stuff is selling. They may have sold 1 million copies of some product or service, whether it's piano lessons, all kinds of stuff. And I'll show you here in a second. And then I go, well, what did they sell it for? What platform did they use? Then I look at their outline. Then I take that information into ChatGPT and says, hey, can you find some gaps in services here? And I'll show you that here in a second. So before we go on, I got some more stuff. I'm going to be talking about digital real estate, but let me back up a bit and ask if anybody's got question on this, because I want to now dive into using the ChatGPTs to show you what I'm talking about. Any questions before we dive in? Take a little water here. This is water, y'all. I don't smoke or nothing like that. So just let y'all know. It says, Randy over there vaping? No. No questions? Y'all ready? Everybody ready? Show of hands, please. Everybody ready? All right. Good, good. Got it. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So became familiar with ChatGPT. Have not much to do with it. I'll show you that here in a second, how wonderfully you can use it. Now let's go into it. First, I want to show y'all Bard, right? I love Bard. It just doesn't do as much as ChatGPT, right? Let's go into Bard right quick. All right. Now, I was literally using Bard the other day, and I'll show you some of the stuff that I already have in here. Right? So I was talking about whether it was trading. I wanted it to compare some stuff for me. I wanted to affordable travel secrets. I wanted to compare between itself and others, all kinds of stuff, right? And I'll show you one that I did for the class the other day. I think it was this hair care space. Okay. And this is what I ended up doing. I asked it a question. Here was the question. What is the best hair care products on the market today for African Americans? Now, look what it said to me. Smart Alec. It says determining the best hair care products is subjective. I knew that. And depends on individual hair types, preferences, and desired outcomes. But already I'm pleased with that message. But then it says, however, some highly rated popular options for African Americans often cater to unique needs for coily, curly, kinky hairstyles. Okay, now it's digging in a little bit. And then it showed me some stuff. Now, again, that one little prompt, what is the best hair care products? If you're in that space, then you're going to put something similar, right? So then it tells me, here's my competition. Now, you see what's happening here is you have a chance to look in on competition, see where they're selling their stuff, and then go a little bit deeper. Okay, so I said it says Carol's Daughter's Black Vanilla Moisture Shine and Shampoo, Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Conditioner. Okay, all right. So it now is just pulling up stuff that either I already know about if I'm in that space, but then I want to go a little bit deeper. So watch. Now, this is just Bard. This ain't ChatGPT yet. I like Bard because it is more accurate for me. It's free. All right. Free. Anybody? No, anybody here don't like free? I'm just saying. I know y'all are rich, but just saying. So even my folks out of town, they like free too, right? So look at this. So it's giving me some examples, right? It's giving me pictures. And then I says, okay, that's good. That's fine. And then it tells me at the end, remember, consistency is key to healthy hair. So now it's giving me advice. Oh my gosh, Bart, I didn't ask you for all that, but thank you. Right? So choose hair products that search your hair care needs and experiment to find a routine that works for you. Don't hesitate to consult a hairstylist. Okay, fine. It's giving me advice. So I said, based on this, I spelled it wrong. Based on this, what are some gaps in the market for new products in this niche? Now, are y'all seeing what's possible already? Now, we're just talking about Bard and it's free. You just go to bard.google.com. Start talking to it. Based on this, what are some gaps in the market for new products in this niche? Now, it then starts giving me going. Saturdays, I had people that were in this hair care niche and they were just like going nuts. Based on the popular and highly rated products mentioned earlier, here are some potential gaps. Can we make money in the gaps, y'all? Can we make money in the gaps? Hands go up. Yes, money is in the gaps. You got popular people. You got red ocean. If you've heard that term before, red ocean, there's a whole bunch of blood in the water. There's too much competition. But if you say, well, what are the gaps? Where is there some no red? And it tells you, then you can go out there and do a little additional research and see if you can jump in fast. Maybe you put yourself together one of these landing pages and go out there and start talking to potential customers. They start saying, hey, that's what I needed. Okay, I think y'all get it. Am I overgiving yet? Because somebody, y'all said y'all stopped me if I was. Also, okay, all right. Because this is getting into overgiving territory, right? My wife says, Dad don't buy no bread. I'm like, leave me alone. Okay, say that too loud. So scalp focused products. Look at this. Scalp focused products addressing specific concerns like itchy scalp, dandruff, and I'm not going to try to say that word, dermatitis. So look at this. Many existing products are geared toward the general market and may not be formulated for unique needs of Black scalps. Okay, all right. So, here's a funny story, y'all. Back when I was a little younger, not too much younger, because still young. I used to have, oh my gosh, my scalp was dry. And I'm talking about my mom, she would be going over to Micah's, if everybody remember Micah's, if you're from around here, right? She used to go over to Micah's and I says, man, my scalp, and I'm 14, 13, 12. And I says, my scalp is itching like crazy. And I'm putting oil on it all the time. You know what the hair care person said? You're putting too much oil on it. Your hair needs to breathe. So I said, well, wait a minute. So my hair needs to breathe, therefore don't put oil on it. And if I don't put oil on it, it gets dry and therefore scaly. So there's a delicate balance. Now, imagine people are out there still suffering that kind of problem. Now, this again, if you're in a hair care place, but this is for any one of your businesses. We plug in the business. We say to Chet or to Bard in this case, hey, here's what business I'm in. What are some gaps in the market? And let it tell us. Now, maybe we'll get a chance to do that. If I still have everybody's attention, we'll get in and use an actual business and we'll plug it in. All right, so look at this next one. Personalized product line. So now it's telling us gaps in the market and where we can go and make some money. Customizable hair kits and subscription-based on individual hair porosity, density, and curl pattern. It's like, wait, I can find a market of just people with a certain kind of curl? Yes. Like, well, then I can make some money? Yes, because it's a niche within a niche. And there's money in the gaps. Everybody agreed that there was money in the gaps. That becomes an opportunity for us. So now it's given us potential areas. Now, some of these areas, when you go in and check them out, you go, oh, you know, it's still kind of full. And then we said, well, what's a niche within a niche underneath that niche? And we find out if the market is big enough to support making us some money. Because get this, we don't have to become rich off that particular market because we're going to be finding multiple ones. We're going to be stacking. Is everybody with it? Everybody with me? I'll slow down. Take some water. Any questions on that, y'all? You see where we're going? Where we're going is using these tools, right? Not to write papers and all that kind of stuff, because now you got all people trying to find out, was that written by AI? We're doing it for our specific business to uncover stuff that we may have never thought of. Because it can go out and do all these data points and find these different things. You can start combining things that you find here. Now, I'm going to show you something even more. Watch this. Technology. Smart hair tools. What kind of hair care tools? Smart ones. I've never heard of that. Well, they got smart cars, got smartphones. Why not? Is there something I can put in my hair that tells me, hey, your hair is kind of dry. It needs this kind of oil. I run the comb through and it's got some kind of, I don't know. Maybe we're the first ones to create that. Because right now I just use comb, all right, brush, all right? So not techie at all, but they're saying here's an opportunity. There's an opportunity here to do something interesting in that space. Then they look at this one. It keeps going. Sustainable and eco-friendly options, technology integration. Then it tells me at the end, listen, there are some potential gaps in the market and there's always room for creativity and innovation in this dynamic space. This dynamic space is telling me that it also sees possibility. Right? It's important to note that this is not an exhaustive list. Wait a minute. Are you telling me there's more opportunity? Now, you see what we're doing? Now, think about your business now. And you're plugging in just your business. And you're asking these kind of questions. And a half hour later, you got so much possibilities. And then the rest is, what do I do next to put it all together and go out into the marketplace and see if I can put some cash in my business's pockets? That's all I want to show y'all with this one, right? Now, this is a little extra, but look what I asked the next thing. I says, hey, ChatGPT or Bard, okay, based on this, based on what you just told me here, create a marketing plan. Thanks, Bard. Create a marketing plan for, so I chose one. So I says, which one of these would I like to go after? Right. So that's a personal preference thing. You say, well, you know, I think this would be really, really good because I had some people in the Saturday class that just worked in the area of alopecia, right? They had loved ones that just had issues with alopecia and all that. So this one was specifically for her. marketing plan for customizable hair kits. So I says, give me a plan. And it says African-American women between the ages of 18 and 45 interested in, get this, healthy hair growth and personalized care. This right here was what jumped out at me. Because I think everybody's interested in this, but some people want it personalized. So now imagine what I had talked about earlier, everybody. When I talked about this, you do the video, you speak in specifically to them based on what Bart was able to show us is a gap. So now you're not just putting stuff out there. You're not throwing stuff at the wall, hoping it sticks. None of that. You're talking directly to them based on these kinds of words. If you want personalized, this is me talking to them. If you want personalized care, right? That's making people feel special. Oh my gosh, I get the velvet rope approach. Yes. If you want personalized care, and obviously between the age of 18 and 45, what does that help me do? That help me decide where I'm going to either run ads or where I'm going to try to find my group. 18, I'm not talking to 16-year-olds, they're broke. I'm not talking maybe to, some people that's, maybe they got another hair solution. But the 18 to 45, I'm talking just to them. See what it's helping you do? It's helping you also get your personas right of who you should be selling to. Now look at this. It says, consider segmenting further based on hair type. So what if I says, hey, listen, if you got that coily, curly, kinky hair, this is a product for you. We've developed this, whatever, and we think it'll work for you. You put that on your page, you put that in your video, and you're talking just to them. And guess what? You can do multiple videos like this because it doesn't cost a lot. You send it out there and say, hey, go find me some of these people. You then do, watch this. I sound like a preacher, I'm sorry. Watch this. You then put certain headlines that speak specifically to that group. You have a picture that agitates the problem. Are y'all getting it? Agitate the problem. And now I'm only showing on one landing page, curly hair. I'm showing on another, this, that, the other, right? So now think about your business. I don't want to just get off into, hey, it's hair care products. Think about your business and then say to yourself, who's in that market? How can I get them this message? What tools would I use to get it to them? All right, I'm gonna show you something. So now that's just Barb. Now I'm gonna show you something. I was telling Barb this the other day. I says, hey, I got an AI that looks in on my AI. So this is one that I use called Harper.ai. So I say to Harper.ai, all right, let's see if I can pull it over here. So the Harper AI is in essence what they call an agent. So it's supposed to do stuff for you. You ask it to do something, it's supposed to do it, right? So I'm going to click this on because that's basically saying it's going to be able to look on the page. Now you notice here, research, chat with page, long summaries, repurpose page, reply to text, explain. It's got a whole bunch of other things that it does. Free service as well, y'all. Now keep in mind, I'm paying for ChatGPT because I like the fact that it will do other things. It'll take files, and I'll show you that in a second. But we are now integrating AI, just like I said in the description. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be talking about some tips, some tricks, some secrets, and some hacks. Well, that's on the YouTube video, right? And then we're going to be talking about these things and how we can integrate them and then use them to do our marketing in a whole different way. And then I'm saying to people, let's get on into this before everybody's doing it. And it's just like the internet, everybody's using it. So I'm saying to this now, look in on these words here. I got a message here. It says competition. Let's see. Glad I didn't invite my competition. Yeah, I said something earlier. I says, listen, invite other people, but don't make it your competition because they go, oh my gosh. And now it's just a matter of who implements first. So look at this. I got Harpa looking in on these words here. I'm saying, with what you see here, let me just go ahead with what you see here. a good plan. And I'll see what Harper says. It's thinking. All right. So now Harper comes in and says, I see what's going on this page. And here are some things I think. Marketing plan for customizable hair kits based on individual hair porosity, density, curl pattern appears to be well structured and comprehensive. So it's basically saying, hey, my AI is okay. And I'm like, all right, cool. So free and free. So it says here are some points to consider regarding the plan. Target audience. The plan identifies target audience clearly and considers segmentation, which is important and effective. So it's basically saying, okay, cool. But maybe in here, I missed something, right? So value proposition is telling me marketing channels. Now, I don't remember Bard talking about marketing channels, but Harpa is. Then it's saying branding and messaging. Now, remember, doesn't matter if you clean floors, clean buildings, clean exteriors. I had in Saturdays, I had someone that was in the painting business, and we literally used her painting service, and we did some searching on how many times it's being searched a month. I want to show y'all that here in a second. But we come on, it doesn't matter the business. And we say, can we find an opportunity? Can we find a gap? Can we find wording for our pages and our websites? Right? Branding and messaging, metrics and tracking, additional considerations. It's saying to me, hey, think about this. Now we know what Bard says, but think about this. Prioritizing sustainability and staying updated on industry trends show a forward-thinking approach. That's stuff that I'm going to be using on page. I may say, our company, watch this, everybody. Our company prioritizes sustainability. Are those big words out there right now? Yeah, because nobody wants the planet to burn up. So I'm just using those words. I may have never thought of that myself. Our company prioritizes sustainability. We stay updated on trends to show you the best and most forward-thinking approaches. So now I don't have to overthink it. We're using what is already being languaged. We're using things that help people see that there's a solving perhaps of their problem. And we're then going out and putting these on our pages and in our communications so that we can get people to know, like, trust us faster so they'll buy from us. Are y'all with me? Am I in the overgiving range yet? Maybe I better call up Linda and ask her. I know it ain't gonna buy no bread, baby, but I just gotta give it all away. So now watch this. I'm gonna ask it another question. I'm saying, okay, you're agreeing here. Says, yeah, but find some gaps so that we can make some money. Now, if you don't like money, everybody, that's fine. I get it. You know, if you want to have an impact, that's fine too. Income or impact, it doesn't matter. You can use those words in there. So we can, instead of make money, that we can have a greater impact, whatever, right? And now let's just put in there and have a greater impact. Because every now and then I come across some people that says, I don't want to make money. I just want to do good. That's fine. That's fine. Make money so you can do good. That's usually what I respond, but okay, anyway. So let's go ahead and ask that question. Yeah, but find some gaps so that we can make some money. Y'all see how fast that was? Would that save you a little time? Let me, with a show of hands, would that save you some time? I mean, you would have came up with this yourself, I'm sure, but I see a hand raised. Let's see what we got. Or new messages. Okay, great. Aubrey says, no, keep it coming. Okay, I won't stop yet. Dasha says, I'll keep it coming. That's fine. That's fine. As long as y'all say keep it coming. The moment you says, I'm full, I'll stop. But look what look what the AI that's looking in on my AI says. Check this out. I asked it to find me some gaps, you know, do something. Find me some greater impact opportunities. It says, certainly, to identify gaps that can help you make money and have a greater impact in the what is it saying? In the customizable Hair care kits. Now imagine this. If I did it for that segment and I did it for the other segment that the AI had identified as gaps, could you then put multiple potential products and services in the marketplace at the same time? See, now I'm starting to get in excited mode. If I start frothing at the mouth and getting all crusty at the mouth, y'all let me know because I'll get embarrassed up in here. But look what it's doing for us, y'all. Look at this. Now, what we're doing is we're not using AI like a lot of other people are using it, just write me papers. Nah, man. Find me gaps. Let's see what's in the message here. Okay, hold on a second here. Harpa, let's see what we got. Okay, this is Natasha. To make sure I'm following is Bard, ChatGPT, and Harpa AI. Different search engines. Well, they're different kind of what they call large language models, right? Or answer engines. They're not search engines in their own right. What they are answer engines. So Harpa uses the same I don't want to get too technical, but Harpa basically is using the API or the guts of OpenAI, which gives us ChatGPT. But Bard is different. Bard uses a different LLM or large language model approach, right? And I'll ask it. If you notice here, I says I need you to compare between you, Microsoft Bing, ChatGPT, and Bard basically says I'm the best. It didn't say that, but it almost said it. Right? That I'm the best. We all use different approaches, but our approach is this. But then it says ChatGPT allows you to do visuals, upload files, and I'm going to show you all that in a minute. Because I don't want anybody sleeping tonight. I want you thinking about this stuff and then getting up in the morning the best you can, red eyes and all, and creating. Because that's the application part of it. I had somebody text me today and said, from the workshop that you did Saturday, I'm already applying what I learned. She ain't never used ChatGPT in her life, barely could say it. Non-techie sent me a text that says, I use ChatGPT to do something in her space to create a thing. She says, and let me show you what it created for me. She put that on her landing page. Just like that, right? Okay, but look at this. It's now going in and it is telling us, I've read this, but let me share some other things with you, right? Create a line. Now it's telling us what to do. Create a line of customizable haircare products specifically formulated for children with textured hair. Now, I know some people that should be getting this because I'm seeing some kids out there and I don't know if they don't comb their hair no more or what that's all about. Trend or no trend. Here's some help, right? So now it's telling us, based on what it saw here with Bard, that here's some additional opportunities. Again, y'all, money's in the gaps. So I want to show a couple of things. I did actually one for yours, Aubrey. I did a travel. I had a conversation with one of the AIs about travel. And I want to show you something that if I get a chance to get to it, I'll go into it, okay? But look at this one. Education and workshops. Get this, y'all. Now, y'all know I'm a digital real estate guy, right? I was literally earlier today putting together the days when I had on the ground real estate and I was flipping houses and fixing them up and all that. I found a video. And now that I'm in the digital real estate space, I'm literally putting the video of me and the on the ground real estate versus what I'm doing now. And here's my headline. You can flip them, sell them, rent them, just like on the ground real estate. But let me show you what digital real estate can do without all the hassle and the money. Now, I'm sorry for my people that are in the real estate space, but I'm just saying, right? That becomes an opportunity. That becomes an opportunity for people that says, I can't afford a crib. I said, well, let's get some digital real estate until you can make money with that. Then you call up Barb and Jamisa and y'all get your property. Make yourself some offices and your kids can come and live back with you too and kick you out of your own office. I'm just saying. I ain't bitter. Okay, let me keep it on. All right, what we got here in the so we got yep, that's different. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna show y'all a couple of things. And remember, y'all remind me that I owe two people $25. So y'all give me that cash app. Okay. I kid you not. I don't play about that. I send people their money. Okay, Barb, I see your hand raised. Okay, what you got?
No, I was just recognizing that maybe I could get some money if I raise my hand.
No, $25 ain't gonna do enough for them pockets. Come on now. But yeah, buy us some breakfast or something. So here it is. Here it is. So here's the next thing I want to show y'all. Look at this. Is give us information. All right. So that's on our AI space. Let's jump off of that. Let's get back into where we're going with some of this other stuff. Okay. So let's jump back in here. Now remember how we talked about it at the top, right? We says this is digital marketing, but these are aspects of it, how AI can then integrate with what we already might know and use. Digital marketing is huge. It's email marketing. It is sometimes flyers to doors, right? Now, not the marketing itself. So we got old school and new school. We're going to merge them together and create a powerful opportunity for ourselves, right? I did a video just recently on every door direct, right? Every door direct is basically the mail person sending you something in a postcard size with your business on it, right? And here's the video that I did showed how you can find markets, what people earn in those markets. In other words, it was you got 49503, you got 49, all these different other ones, right? And then it showed me, and I literally did the video that showed in this pocket, here's the average income of the people. Here's how many houses. So now you put yourself together. It's a little old school, but you put together a campaign, send into that area because they may be your 18 to 45 year or whatever that have the income to buy your stuff. If you've got a premium product, then you put together a package or messaging that's to them because the message is going to be different that for people that are trying to save cash. Average over here in terms of income. So my point is that I did this video. That's another part of the whole marketing strategy. In this case, we're looking at how can we put something on page, get it out there and be a little salesperson for us. All right. Now, let me jump down and show y'all something else. This right here is a tool that I use to find all kinds of stuff. Now, I'm going to share something with you. I think, Aubrey, I said that I went and I was looking in the travel space. Y'all, can everybody see that all right? And all this is a search tool, and it rides on Google search engine, but it just puts things in such a way, and it's nice and colorful and all that kind of stuff. What is going on? So, okay, I can do a couple of things. I can enter a keyword. So I'm going to enter it into a keyword travel, right? Travel. Let's say travel to Italy. Let's just say that. Because I want to find out how many people literally go to Google and find out information about traveling to Italy, right? So it's telling me that 12,000 people search for travel to Italy every month. Now, you're in that space. I want to know that. I want to know that because I want to start creating content around that that gets people into my little landing page, right? One of these. And then while they're on my landing page, I want to start talking to them like that. And then while they're on my landing page, I want to be able to do this. Would you like to book a consultation? Because I know everything about where you're going to be traveling, but I want you to travel safe and I want you to travel to all the good places. Now, you're going to be utilizing AI to do a lot of that heavy lifting for you. Because some people, even though they know it's out there, might not never use it. But you have AI that will build whole itineraries. Well, you're going to leverage that. And you're going to say, hey, look, I got it for you. Don't worry. They're going to go over to your site. They're going to see that you have that capability, and maybe they give you a call because you're going to make their life easier, save them time. All right, so this is what I do. I look in here. Look at this, travel to Italy requirements. Oh, so 4,000 people are searching for that. Yes, that means that they need to know. So on your particular site, as a travel consultant, not even a travel agent, but a person that just knows stuff, you then are talking to them for the people that are searching for that. You're talking to them. Then it gives us an idea when people are traveling the most, right? So in this particular thing, I can use this. We got somebody's coming in late, y'all. We ought to get him. Who is this? Better not be Rodney Brown. Let me get you, man. Who's in? All right, I just submitted somebody. So, all right, so look at this. It's now showing that we have opportunities to have conversation, travel to Italy from Canada. Oh. If you have a digital business, think about this. If you have a digital business, could you sell to people in Canada? Every head should bow yes. Yes. That's the whole idea. All right, let me see it. Somebody's in that page here. It says transition. See, let me read this. Yes, I have to word my messaging better. Yeah, because I have this research firms tons. Yeah, yep, digital, yep, awesome. Landing page is what I tweak. Good, awesome. So this is what we're looking at. So this becomes an opportunity. I want to show you all a couple other things in here. And if anybody wants this tool, just let me know. I'll send you the link. All right, meeting group chat. Somebody else is in. Who is this? Let me see what. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me see who's trying to get in here. Got somebody else coming in. All right. Hopefully they got it. Okay, good. That's a team chat. All right. So now here is another opportunity. Again, now we're using tools. This ain't an AI. This is just a tool that then goes out and tells us who's searching for what. And then you are then take that information, take it over to AI and says, hey, listen, I see a lot of people are searching for this. What could I create around that? Right? If you already have an existing business, then you go, what new line could we come up with that you hadn't thought of? What marketing program or what kind of marketing approach should I take with this? And let it tell you based on what's being searched, because now you're not guessing whether or not people are out there searching for it. You see, you have a thirsty or hungry marketplace based on searches. This is when I personally, this is how I do business. Every single day I get up and I ask certain questions of the market. What's being searched? Can I put together a landing page to go out there and can I source a product? Can I source a service? Can I partner with somebody, collaborate with somebody that has the thing I don't? And we split the difference because I found where the market is using a tool like this. And I'm gonna show y'all some more if I have enough time. What time is it? All right, being respectful of y'all time. I know somebody's out there needing to watch some football or something. I didn't watch no football today, right? Because I wanted to get this done and show y'all this stuff, show you how fire it can be when you're almost getting a head start, right? Using these multiple tools, stuff that is not techie or none of that kind of stuff. All I did was type in travel to Italy. All right, so I'm going to show you something next. Then it starts telling me, and this is something I sent you, Arbor, the other day. I sent you some websites that are talking about Italy, all right? And I'm looking at that and I'm going, there's gaps in there because the sites weren't super fantastic. And I see an opportunity for you to get in there and just crush it. So I'm gonna just type in Italy, so all kinds of different things. Somebody else put in the chat one that they want me to look up. This becomes a part of the experiential part, right? I want you to be able to see, oh my gosh, look how many times they're searching for this one. It's all over the place, Italy. So put your business in there and I'll tap it in here and I'll show you a couple things. So people are searching Italy. Oh my gosh, just what is that? 118,300,000. No, let me see. 1,830,000. 1,830,000 times a month. People are searching stuff about Italy. That means that there's opportunity there. All right. So what I'm showing you here is on when you see something like this, that means that if you want to try to rank for the keyword Italy, it's extremely difficult. I don't want to know that. I want to know why people are putting it in, what they want to know, and then how can I write content around it, do videos around it, and then offer products and or services around that so I can put some cash in my pocket. Now, everybody said they want to put cash in their pocket, right? So I got the right group. I don't know. I have maybe like 30 people says, I'm coming. Okay, 30 people. I had folks in here that are going to be out there making that paper. That's my guy. There's my guy, Rostic. What's up, baby? There he is. All right. You made it in, man. That's good. So anyway, you missed a lot of it, but that's all right. You'll catch up. So anyway, this is what we're talking about. So whatever field we're in, we have a chance to plug stuff in here, find the keywords, and I could do all kinds of stuff with this one, right? So one I wanted to show y'all, and I was messing with this earlier. And this is literally getting into the area of I'm giving too much. Right? People over in this other state paid me. Okay. I'm not gonna say because somebody might call me up and say, send me some money. Nope, not doing this. But anyway, here's what I want to show y'all. This one right here, whew, this is everything to me, y'all. So I want to show you how I can go and do some competitive analysis to find out other things that are selling. And then we're going to take individual businesses and I'm going to plug them in, okay? So watch this. I'm going to enter in, what was I doing the other day? I was looking at Groupon, right? Oh my gosh, this is really good. Now, I don't know if y'all use Groupon, but when I go get my oil change, I'm hitting Groupon. You hear me? So what I want to do is I'm going to go in here. I'm going to grab this URL. I'm going to put it in my keyword tool. I'm going to tease out. I'm going to find out what kind of stuff people are searching. Get this, searching for on Groupon. Now, we know when people go to Groupon, they're trying to save money. Right now, I'm cool with that, right? Because I'm going to offer products and services based on what they're already looking for that does just that. So I'm going to go here, and what's going to happen is it's going to search this whole domain and tell me what people, when they go on Groupon, what they're looking for. Now, I'm going to share what all this stuff means, but this becomes opportunity for us in our businesses to see if Groupon is selling something that we can add on, perhaps. Get this, you have a product or service and you go over to Groupon and get some stuff that you can add onto your product services because your product or service may be premium. And because it's premium, get this, they may say, okay, but if you add some stuff on here, boom, I'll buy from you. So you might be able to go over here and do just that. Now, is everybody, y'all good? Because it's been a minute and I like to wrap it up about now, but I'll keep going if your hands go up, right? I won't make it too long for y'all. Okay, all right.
Keep going.
Keep going. All right, brother. You new, man, so you brand new. You just got here.
I know. I'm catching up.
We're going to rock it out. So here it is. Look at this. So now I'm going here and I'm finding opportunities, for my business. I'm finding what people are searching for because that's telling me intent. If they're out there searching for this and I got that, maybe I can put those two together. Yes. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to show you how this works. I'm looking for things that are high traffic. So I'm going to add a filter, right? I'm going to say I only want things that are being searched about for over 1,000 times a month online and 1,000 times a month on this site. So then I go ahead and click in here and I can increase that 10,000 because I want to make sure I'm in a good market that a lot of people are searching for and that it's not just regional, that it's everywhere. I'll show you that. So this becomes another tool that we use to find out what people are searching for. Look at this one. This is crazy. Karate classes near me. Karate classes? So 110,000 times a month, they're searching, get this, they're searching on Google, that's the volume, but for this site itself, to save money, they're searching at 32,516 times a month. What is that telling us? Now, Amy, you should be all over this. That's right, because I'm going to just troll karate places, see what's inside, because I mean, a lot of the karate places like to have their own gear, right? They got the gis and then they got their own gear. But if you're creating opportunities for them, if they're into that, they might be into something else, right? If they're into protecting themselves, would they like to protect their land? You know who I'm talking to now, right?
Can you
Yeah.
segregate it down by a zip code, Randy?
Okay, we're not going to go that far. No, not in this tool, not with this tool, but
Okay.
I'll show you some other things, right?
All right, thank you.
Things of what it could do. Because what I'm going to do is you can then go to that Every Door Direct and start asking specific questions, or even the library's got free stuff where you can get what are people doing in certain zip codes. Boom. What do they like? Where do they go? Stuff like that. But the fact is, if I can see that a lot of people are searching for this, then I go, I wonder if I can put, I just, got my new belt, understanding their language. Then we're going to use, like I say, AI to say, hey, AI, I noticed that this is being searched out a lot. What gaps are in the market? So let's go back over to one of our AIs, right? Let's do a new chat. Now, based on what we saw here, right? Remember that now. We saw that people are searching a whole bunch. You're in that space where you create things for people to wear, right? We see that they're trying to save money, so I must language it that way. So I'm going to go to Bard and says, hey, Bard. Hey, I noticed a lot of people. All right. Yeah. Don't hate me, y'all, because I'll be typing in some of my own stuff sometimes. It's all right. Notice a lot of people take up karate near me. Right? So now we're going to ask it a question. What type of products and services can I also sell them, right? So now let's see what Bard says to us. Now, again, we can use ChatGPT, but I like using it for specific things, right? All right, so now look at this. It's telling us, well, there's karate gis, yep, protective gear, stuff like that, yep, punching bags and all that stuff. Nutritional supplements, fitness tracker and monitoring tools. Right? Then lifestyle and community. What it's doing for us, everyone, is it's giving us specifics. Right? And that's just asking one question. Build relationship with local schools and instructors. Gain the trust of endorsement to reach a wider audience. Leverage online marketing. Create a website and social media presence to showcase your products and engage. Right? Look at this. And it knows that I'm here because, well, Google knows everything. It's saying you're in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So what about hand guns? Oh no, let's say it different. What about
Could you do something around concealed carry classes?
yes, let's say that. Well, what about concealed could I offer that to them? And we're just finding out what AI is going to tell us, right? So could be an option. There's several factors: legal compliance, blah blah blah. Look at this: compatibility with karate and culture. Some people are sensitive, so maybe I say things in a certain way. If you want to protect your family, there's other ways to personally protect it, and then we may have another opportunity for you, right? So then you get a chance to see, understand the needs, conduct market research to gauge interest in correct among karate practitioners in concealed carry training. Who knows? I would be up to them karate places because I know if they're trying to protect, self-defense may extend to, just saying, it may, right? All we're doing is taking bits of information and asking questions of it. That's the point. Right? Safety and insurance, we can sell safety insurance. Now, again, going back to if I have, like Amy, you've got, products that you sell. So then you maybe send a couple to the karate school with their name on it already printed up, right? And says, hey, what do you think? And they go, oh, I love this. You got more? Yes. Or we do this. Would you like to combine and do something? So that's just another lane of opportunity that your AI gave you a chance to look into. Then you tell it to create you a marketing program around that. Everybody with it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm just saying now, in this particular case, I said, let's go over here. Groupon is telling us, in this case, that's just one area. Groupon has all of these other things. And I just looked at that because it has such a high volume. I want to go where people are already searching. That tells me they got interest. So I don't have to sell them. They're already sold because they're searching. They're searching Google, and this is what this indicates. Then they're going on Groupon to see if they can get a deal. Right? So car detailing. I see this, and I got friends that are in the car detailing space, and I'm saying, bro, you could be killing it because look at this. 450,000 searches a month. This is what people are doing. And they're doing it just on Groupon itself 133 times to find deals. All right. So I'm kind of start bringing it all in, and this is what I want to share with y'all. So you create your pages and you start talking about that, right? It doesn't matter what you use. You use your AI as a part of your tools and tactic opportunity to pull it all together, right? Now, I didn't even get to Eureka because Eureka is a whole nother animal. Here's one I want to do for Daryl that just got in here. Look at this. So this is the kind of courses that people take, but I find out what courses they're taking to see what kind of stuff people are charging to see how many people are doing them. So I'm going to put in, what did you say, conceal?
Yep, concealed carry courses.
All right, so let's go ahead and put that in. Let's go ahead and see what kind of information that this is telling us, where they're selling these kind of things. And I want to show you all a tip. Now, this is another app that just goes out and find out what people are already selling. So now we've talked about 3 different tools, 2 AIs, a keyword search tool, and then this one right here, which also gives us a chance to see what's happening. Conceal and carry courses. So it's not telling me anything here. So I'm saying conceal and carry course. Let's see if I can ask a different question. Class. Let's see what we got. So it's not giving me the information I need. So I'm asking the wrong question or let's see what else.
Try concealed carry. Like take the end off and in between concealed carry.
Concealed carry?
Yep.
All right, let me try that. And again, this right here is just telling me what they're selling online. So I could probably pop that into Google and it comes up with something else, right? So, all right, it's not giving me the information I need. Let me double check and make sure that I can refresh it. All right, so let's try something else. I want to try in that travel space because I was working in that the other day. Travel. Let's see, what has it got? All right, so look at this. It's telling me a story already. It's telling me that there's right now 3 courses out there, right? Total students 1,800 that people are trying to find out. Travel to Italy, right? This already made 27,000 for these folks. They've had 1,825 students. The platform that they use is Udemy. Right? That tells me that, hey, I may have an opportunity here to get in there and start doing some things in this particular space. Right? So all I'm doing is just putting specific things in, asking for it to tell me if people are already presenting this kind of stuff and for how much, and then how much they made. That right there, and I do this a lot in different research areas. So, hey, Amy, tell me your business space again.
Screen printing and embroidery, just custom apparel, maybe. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. Screen printing's fine.
Yeah, let's try
More
it.
specific.
That's awesome. When I went through Spring GR, I did screen printing and embroidery too.
It's good. Yeah, they're over there jamming on it, man. Look at this. I want to share something with y'all. So here's a beautiful thing. It's saying that people are teaching this kind of stuff. They've had 30 courses. There's been 76,499 students, right? They typically do a price of teaching. Now, get this. I want to share this with you, Amy. You do the work. Now, I'm suggesting that you teach how the work is done, because that'll open up another lane of opportunity for you. Teach how the work is done. Teach the aspects of that. That could be an opportunity for you to get on there. Look at this. This is what it's telling me on the opportunity score. It's saying, hey, you might be onto something. Make sure your topic is not too broad. So you may go screen printing and then niche down how to make sure it sticks on blank. Right? It's already saying that people are out there buying these kind of courses. It's telling me the earnings that people have earned. Somebody out there has made $131,327 teaching people how to screen print. In this case, see how they niche down? Screen print on paper. Right? So yours could be screen print on something else. Then it shows $104,000 textiles. I don't know what that means. Textiles screen printing with stencil. But these are just showing you levels of what people are teaching. And then it's telling us what kind of money is being made out there. Look at this one. This one's beautiful. This is right in your space. Intro to screen printing. $232,000 have been made. So now I ask this question. I now know people are buying these things. I don't have to guess. Your job is to literally create something that is from something you're already doing. Daryl, you create your own product. How'd you do that? I guarantee you got somebody out there saying, man, how did you do that? And you go, well, let me teach you. Let me show you. Every Saturday I do a webinar and I do this. Now the webinar costs blank. Now you can be making money from something you're already doing, my brother. Already doing. Leverage moment. Latasha, you guys are in this particular space. You know what? I want to know how to get something that clean. So while you're already cleaning, Horace could be saying, let's see how you did it. And then people ask, what product did you use? So you don't have to really go into whole new spaces. You're already doing this thing that you're doing, but you're making money in the digital real estate part because you're creating the things, right? And Daryl says, hey, then I get on these lives and I do that. You get on the lives and he says, look, this one right here, this rapid, I don't know nothing about that space, but this rapid and see that coil, that blah, blah, blah. Here's how you prevent that. I'm going to be teaching y'all how you do it. So if you're already out there manufacturing and making, right, you're not inviting competition. You're just showing them how to do your stuff better. From a guy that says, I built these from ground up. Here's how you do it. Now you could end up making more opportunity, more money from teaching the how as you're already doing it. So you make money twice. I'm just saying. All right, I gave y'all too much. So that's it. That becomes a part of it, y'all. These are some of the tools that you can use. If you want these tools, just give me, send me a message. I'll send them to you. You don't get them obviously, but I'll send you the link to wherever they are. These are just showing you how to go and find where stuff is, at what level, how many are being sold. How do I know that there's a market for this? And then you go out there and create products for that. That becomes the opportunity, everybody. You create your pages, doesn't matter what you use. I don't personally care if you're using WordPress, Wix. You create pages or create an opportunity for yourself that you can then get out there and do these next things. And I'm gonna wrap up with this. The key to digital real estate, and I'm doing a whole bunch of classes on digital real estate. Those are upcoming. So that you get people on your email list. You should be emailing somebody every single day about something, directing them, not every day directing them, but directing them to things that they can buy because they know you now, like you now, and have gotten to where they can trust you now. You get them onto your email list, use these kind of pages, right? We talked about that, right? We use these kind of opportunities, putting videos together, throwing them on page, giving people a chance to talk with you. And then when you talk with them, you close them. Agitate the problem in the video from the beginning words to the images so that they go to the next stage. And then they go, hey, I need to book a call with you. And you go, yes, you do. And then you says, well, what can I do for you? And then you present opportunities for you to end up here. We're going to use these tools to just kind of add stuff and give ourselves a chance to think even better. But then we go down to getting to here so we can get our email lists, so we can create our courses like I'm doing right now. I've created a webinar. I'll take this webinar and I'll create other things from it. I'll break it apart. I'll create reels from it. This has been an hour and 45 minutes of opportunity that I can break up into 1 minute things, throw on anywhere with a link. If you want to learn more, if you want to lay your first brick of digital real estate, come over here. And that can be automated because I could take this, automate it. So that's why I want you, everybody that's doing I show up and I do the service, I want you to also think about taking that, what you already do, and create the digital version of that. Literally, the digital version of it. Every opportunity to do that. Horace loves to pull out that phone and now he's going to just record what you're doing. You're going to create little packages on showing people how to get this stuff clean. They don't have to be here. You don't even have to present it to people here if you don't want competition. Send it somewhere else. Somebody else might be starting up and want to know your tips and tricks. You do your workshop and web classes. You then invite them to become members and in paid communities. Because y'all know there's a whole bunch of little communities. Now, you may have 500 people that just want to hang out with you and hear this stuff. This is what I'm doing. Creating these little communities. I'm saying, hey, I'm giving. Here, you want it? I ain't asked for nothing. Here you go. Then they go, oh my gosh, what you got next? And I'm always coming up with more stuff because I'm always constantly learning. And then I'm pulling it in and saying, this is what I found out yesterday. Check this out. But then also showing you how to leverage it to make money. Newsletters. Newsletters are going nuts because it becomes an opportunity to be emailing people with specific information. And if they're on there, you can eventually say, hey, my newsletter has gotten really expensive to carry. So I need to charge, $10 a month, $120 a year, let's say. But you multiply that $120 a year times 10,000 people. Just saying. 10,000 people times $120 if they're on your newsletter and they're paying for it because it's good stuff. It's talking about Italy. It's talking about things to watch out for, right? I was reading about some people over in Colombia. They're saying, don't hit the dating apps in Colombia. 8 people have died. Oh, 8 people? Somebody needs a warning. Somebody needs to know what to do. Somebody needs to know who to talk to. Somebody needs places to go so that they can enjoy themselves. So now you become that voice. Don't get too caught up in the pages and all that kind of stuff. Just get information out there, right? That can help people, right? Gives them a portal into. And then eventually charge them. Says, has this been good for you? Hey, send us some money. All right. So now this is the part what we already did, taking sample businesses and then putting them into the particular tools. And if I had more time, and I don't today, but talking about the sticking points. If anybody was stuck, if anybody is stuck in your business, you just hit me up on email. We're gonna get you unstuck. That's what I do, right? And then the secret tools, Groupon, I showed y'all that one. Etsy is another one. Oh my gosh. I like to go and find out what people are selling on Etsy, right? And then especially for you, Amy, find out what they're buying over there and create it in your shop. You don't have to even create an Etsy store. You just got to go over there and look and model. This is what they're buying because they show you 600 people bought, 1,800 people bought, all these kind of things. And if that's popular, now you have an opportunity to get it into your stuff, bring your AI in and ask, AI, this is selling well. What else could I present with that? And go out there and make a pile. Etsy is a beautiful one. LinkedIn Pulse, get this. Go LinkedIn, you can probably get in LinkedIn and just make a lot of money. There's a lot of people that need what you are presenting, period. And they're on LinkedIn. Business people, right? They're looking for opportunities, whether they're out of town. You know, when they go out of town, they want to make sure that they can go to the right spots and be safe, all these different things, right? So you may say, hey, listen, when you're over in so-and-so, if you're going to be there a month, let me show you a place where you can get, here's how you would. So if you're in conceal and carry and all that kind of stuff, here's how you can now do this. This is this one. Here's how you can out of town and transfer your conceal and carry. I don't know if you can do that, but maybe they got something special because you're in Colombia and you need to protect yourself. So here's what you need to do. That could be information that people could buy. Just saying. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up with that, everybody. This right here, I feel bad for the people that didn't come. Saturday was big. The one in out of town was huge. And you know, I might automate this, and then what I might do is just like put it out there in an automated fashion, so you know I won't have to do it live. But I thank you for coming. I appreciate you, and I want you to honor this time that we spent together with action. Act on these things. Most of those I showed you were free. It's just you got to get in there, plug away, get the information, combine that information, and put it out there and see how it works for you. That's it. Thank you very much for showing up, everybody. I appreciate you. So y'all let me know if this was good. You know, y'all put it online, says it was fire. So where was y'all at? Whatever. I'm so glad I didn't miss a second opportunity. Good. Yeah. And I'll be doing more. I'm probably going to be doing these weekend webinars, and it's going to be these different subject matters, all related to, you know, marketing and tools and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to come to those, there'll be different subject matters. I will definitely put that out there on what I'll be talking about that particular time. In the meantime, thanks for coming, y'all. I appreciate you. Any questions before we kick off? Anything y'all want to say? I'm good.
I was just saying thank you very much and have a good night, everybody.
Okay, Latasha, take care. Let me know. Horace owes me a phone call.
Okay.
He sent me an email. I sent one back. I ain't heard from him. So.
Okay, I'm gonna let him know.
Okay. I'll be
All right, thank you.
So any other questions, Amy and Daryl?
I would love some information on LinkedIn. You said that we should be able to be making mad money on LinkedIn. I would love some tips and tricks on that.
Yeah, I do a whole series on LinkedIn, how to go in there and find groups that might be into what you're into. Because on LinkedIn, let me see if I can go there right now. And I'm going to show this tool here. Let's see, let me go here. I'll go here. I'm going to go into LinkedIn and put in, I'm going to go, let's see, competitive analysis. Yeah, I'm going to go competitive analysis. All right. And then LinkedIn Pulse. LinkedIn. LinkedIn Pulse. That's what I want. Right. Because the Pulse is this is the news where they're talking about all kind of different things on LinkedIn. I want to find out what they're talking about and put that tool in here, right? I'm gonna search the whole domain, right? Keep in mind, this is pulse, this is new. So when we start finding out what people are into, you get all kinds of information and these little, sometimes little blurbs pop out at you. You go, oh, that would look good on a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go, oh, hey, look, this is the group that's talking about that. And by then going into that group, I have a chance to talk
Gotcha.
to them, right? I got a
Mm-hmm.
product. Or they start finding you because they see you in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put volume of at least 1,000 and then traffic on that particular site of 1,000. Filter it out a little bit. So what this does for me is I then go in and let's see, no keywords. Nope. I just want to see what people are searching for in here. All right, let's see.
Clean cigarette.
All right, so here we go. There's names, you got LinkedIn, you got now I can put a keyword in if I want to go like who's talking about shirts in there. And so what I do is I just look down here, how to make money online in South Africa, right? 2,000 searches for that. Disadvantage, advantage of technology, all these different things that they're searching for, right? Look at that. Yeah. So I'm looking at this and it says, well, there's like a whole bunch of stuff. So I said, well, wait a minute, I need to find out if they're searching at a higher level. Let's say volume 10,000, and let's use this one as, let's say like 3,000. That tells me that the people have searched inside of LinkedIn at a level of 3,000 searches a month, right? 10,000 for Google, because that's what volume is.
Okay.
And then 3,000 with traffic means that's within the site itself. But we get some gems sometimes, right? Let's see, did it filter out for me? Yeah. Right. So, and sometimes they get nasty stuff in here. I don't really want to know all that.
Right.
Right. But the main thing is that we're just looking at what they're doing. Free text. Let's go ahead and see if we can put a keyword in. Right. And let's say screen printing. I just want to use that real quick. Because that's pretty broad. See what if they're talking about something about around screen printing in LinkedIn. But the key is that we find groups and affinity groups, and we find out, here's a group. I wonder if I could listen in, create something around that, create something with the group name, whatever, right? A way for them to identify themselves. It then could give an opportunity. So here it is, just your way screen printing. So that's not really telling me a lot. See, screen printing jobs. There are people out there needing screen printing jobs. If you ever need some help, there's people searching. Right? It's Empire screen printing. So that's not telling me a lot.
Maybe if you did t-shirt designs.
Yeah, let's try that. So t-shirt.
You say t-shirt or
T-shirt design. Let's try that one. All right. And now there's there's a lot of other places that I love to go into, and like Etsy, especially Etsy, because I mean people think that that's the only place to go. So here we go. We got t-shirt stores. We got the 2,900 people there. Creative sublimation.
Yeah.
Sublimation. But here's the key. If we start creating digital real estate, we're seeing that people are searching for this. Therefore, that's telling me maybe I should do content around that, right? So I can drive people in an organic way, drive people into my store, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ideal is to constantly new sublimation t-shirt design, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going, look at this. What's happening here, right? It's not that competitive. That tells me 46. It means out of 100, that says it's still green. That means I could probably create content around that, drive traffic. Design of t-shirt painting. I don't know what that means, but people are searching for it for some reason. And go to the next one. And then it's just all of these are showing me minimalist t-shirt designs. What does that mean? Well, I know minimalist, but that's information for you to go, what could I create with this? And start putting it into your GPTs and your AIs, and then say, hey, AI, what are they talking about here? And let it tell you. And then you go, well, what could I create with this? And then it says, well, you could do this, you could do this. And you may have never thought about that. Then do we have the capacity and the opportunity to do that? That's like I say, when you go over to your bards and you put that in, And I didn't even get to Chat GPT because no, we try to keep it under a certain amount of time. Well, that's it, everybody.
Under 8 hours.
I try to keep it because I can keep it going. Because I got so many different things and ways by which you can get in there and affect your marketplace. It takes a little bit of digging, and now we've got our AIs to just take that hour and bring it out to minutes. Then we
This
take
was
that
awesome.
and put it together, create around it. That's the key.
Thank you so much, Randy. This is very helpful.
You are welcome. I told y'all, anytime y'all need any more help, y'all hit me up.
Sounds good.
And that is it.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah. Take care, y'all. Appreciate you.
It's safe and warm.
All right. Thank you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Bye-bye.